And this show tries to be like Brain Surge, but not really. So, moving on. We got Wishbone. I've barely seen this show before, but it involves a real-life dog, and I don't think he's animated. I don't think the dog's animated. So, I would say the show is fine. I don't really like it, but it's just fine. Next up, we got Zaboomafoo. Now, this is a childhood classic, because this involves the Krat brothers. And you know, I know there's a talking lemur and he's crazy. Zaboomafoo! But I kind of grown up with the show as a child, but I kind of lost interest in it. So, I would say it's alright with me, alright? It's not bad, it's not good, it's just alright, alright? Next up we got the worst PBS Kids show ever, Caillou!
I'm just a kid, it's fine, each day across summer, I suck big time, I'm Caillou!
Screw this show sucks! Worst show ever. Even worse than Sesame Street, which at least that's educational, but this show is not. Alex Calkin, if you're watching this, I respect your opinion, but the PBS Kids Caillou sucks. The Grow Anime Caillou I like better, alright? Next up, we got Clifford. Now this show and Arthur, this show is just, I don't really like it all that much. Arthur is just, I don't really mind Arthur. It's fine, I guess. But Curious George, FDW, Arthur FTL, if you're watching this, I respect your opinion, because I don't like this show, alright? I think it sucks. Next up, we got Super Y, which, here's a stupid thing I found out. You remember the guys who created Blue's Clues, which is a good show, you know, Wendy Harris, Tracy Page Johnson, Alice Whittler, Dave Palmer, and all those guys, Angela Seed Santamero? They made this show. I know I said this in a past video, but great guys that made a good show, Blue's Clues, just stuck their brains together and made a bad show. Come on, guys. You guys already made a good show, and yet you just decide to just stick your noggins together and decide to be brain dead? Why? You were already good in Blue's Clues, but not this? Guys, Blue's Clues is better than this. I'm sorry, screw this show. Next up we got Word Girl. What more can I say? Awful show. Next up we got Word World. This show also sucks. That's all I can say. The characters are dumb. I agree with Michael the Vion guy. This show sucks. Next up we got Martha Speaks. Some of you guys like this show, but in my opinion, I hate it. Respect my opinion. Next up we got Wild Kratts. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I like this show only if it's live action. The cartoon animation sucks. I hate how those guys turn to cartoon things. And much like the Chica show, which I think it's on here. No, I didn't add it on here. The Chica show is bad. I hate it when characters are like, okay, so let's go on an adventure. And don't worry, kids, we're not gonna be animated or anything. We're just gonna be live action. I hate it when they make shows, when they turn live action into cartoon, they're like, okay, so nothing's gonna happen to us, so we're fine. That is stupid. But this show, I only like it for its live action parts. The cartoon animation is horrible. So, I would just say it's mediocre. I would just watch it for live action stuff, because I'm gonna be honest. It's actually entertaining, but the cartoon is not. Not something I would eat in front of. Next up, we got Sid the Science Kid. What more can I say? Terrible ripoff of Bill Nye the Science Guy, which that show's way better than this. Screw this. Screw Sid the Science Kid. Next up, we got Cyber Chase. Some of you actually like this show. Heck, even Rashad the Reactor. But to me, or Shad Squad. To me, I don't like this show. Respect my opinion. Next up, we got Dinosaur Train. This is like a mix of Jurassic Park and Thomas the Tank Engine. Two good things. But this show takes a humongous dump on them. Screw this show. Next up we got The Cat in the Hat Knows a Lot About That. The original Cat in the Hat books were actually okay. But this show just takes the cake for the worst worst Cat in the Hat show ever. And I agree with SpongeBob and Blue's Clues Rule State 2001 because he says, I really hate that show because it is a ripoff to the Cat in the Hat. You are totally right, man. You also deserve a pat on the back. Good job, man. But seriously, this show sucks. Next up, we got Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. Okay, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood is way better than this. That show's classic, but this show isn't classic in the slightest. Screw the show. Next up, we got Peg Plus Cats, which I also heard from my good friend Brendan Barney that this show is like a ripoff of Dora the Explorer, which that show was bad enough. I agree with you, man. You also deserve a pat on the back. You 5 users I said you guys can have a pat on the back. You guys deserve a shout out. Please subscribe to me. Now we got Nature Cat. Oh yeah, Michael the Beyond guy. I respect your opinion on this, dude. I don't like this show. Sorry. Next up, we got Pinkalicious and Peterific. This show's horrible. What more can I say? Horrible show. It's bad. Family Guy's better than this. And last, but definitely not the least, Ready, Jet, Go. This show is awful. The CGI is terrible. Everything else is horrible. So, that's all I can say. That's it. See you in my next video. That's it. There's pretty much nothing else I can say, but I hope you guys enjoyed this mini-series. I guess I can do some game shows too. Deal or No Deal I like. Family Feud I like. Wheel of Fortune I like. Cash Cab's okay. You know. And yeah, that's some of my opinions. So, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next video. Peace.